Grab some fabric softener and your favorite color of latex paint. Take some poster board and measure and cut out squares to create a checkerboard pattern on your rug. Lay the poster board squares on the rug in a checkerboard pattern so you can make sure that all the squares fit. Don't skip this step. Mix together 1 part latex paint to 1 part clear fabric softener and stir completely. You will notice that the mixture thickens quite a bit. Add just a little bit of tap water to thin that out. Holding the poster board squares down with one hand, start to paint in the open areas between the squares. Then, while holding the square with one hand, lightly stipple the paint or dab up and down to establish the lines of each square. It's a good idea to paint all the squares lightly and then go back and fill in with more paint. Continue to add paint to each square until you get the color density that you want. Keep in mind throughout this project that jute rugs are irregular, and so your squares will have some irregularity as well. This is actually the beauty of this type of rug. This rug can be used in so many places in your home. Use in a hallway, a mudroom, or even in front of your kitchen cooktop. I hope this inspired you to put on your painter's cap and create your own checkerboard jute rug.
I found this 6x8 foot rug at Home Depot for only $20. First, lay the rug out flat. Make a border with the painter's tape. Using the measuring tape, measure out the thickness of the border and put down another line of tape. Cut the drop cloth in a few pieces and line the edge of your tape. Spray straight down in short bursts while painting the middle area and angle towards the middle slightly as you spray along the edges. Remove the tape and allow to dry. Find the middle of your rug with a measuring tape and mark it with a piece of painter's tape. Spray the back of the stencil with the adhesive. Allow to dry for 3 to 5 minutes so it sets for a temporary bond and not a permanent one. Place the stencil in the middle and press down. Surround the stencil with a drop cloth and spray straight down in short bursts. As soon as you finish painting in this spot, remove the stencil and reposition in a corner. Surround with a drop cloth and spray again. Respray with the adhesive, allow to set, and position the new stencil where desired. I'm creating one more even smaller stencil for the last round of painting. Continue repositioning and painting until you have your desired look.